April 1st, 2025. It was on this day that one of the world's most successful companies, Mojang Studios, would release their latest update to Minecraft, the CraftMine update. In today's video, we'll be exploring the new update and seeing how far we can go, even ending up soft locking myself at the end, so stay tuned for that. I streamed this all over on Twitch, so if you want to see this live, just head over to the link in the description down below. And while you're down there, drop a like and sub as it helps me out a ton. Anyways, if you haven't heard about this update yet, then let me fill you in. The CraftMine update is basically an entire new game, where the goal is to craft different mines using these modifiers and ransack the mine for loot, turning it into XP levels upon exiting based on the value each item holds. And you use these XP levels to increase your skills and talents. It is essentially a whole roguelike game within Minecraft, and boy is there a lot of content to cover. So let's hop straight in. So upon my arrival in the new world, I immediately noticed something a little off. Where's the, world? All I have is this stone platform, a massive hallway, and some freaky iron doors.
As a child, I yearned for the mine.
What am I meant to do? I quickly figured out that I was supposed to use these mine effects to craft my own mine. And in I went, unbeknownst to the journey ahead of me. Here we go. Oh my god, bro. First mine was pretty decent. I was still learning about how all this worked, so it took a bit before I made some proper progress, but regardless, there was one issue that was immediately present: inventory space, or a severe lack thereof. I had only my hotbar, which was clearly not enough, so I fixed it. Using the XP I'd gathered from killing chickens, I had enough to double my inventory space, which still wasn't enough, but it was a start. I got myself some stone tools and went off to find some animals to kill for both food and XP. If you hadn't noticed a weird item in my inventory by now, that's a mine ingredient. And it's used to unlock different mine ingredients for you to use later down the line when crafting your mines. This one in particular unlocks the swamp biome, when you exit the mine with it in your inventory. Anyways, I went on a chicken murder spree to unlock smelting, but while I was killing chickens, I came across a new item, a trophy. No idea what it does or what it's for, but it's cool I guess. Once I unlocked smelting, I cooked my food and smelted up my copper, and found that crafting it into a block would increase the value by quite a lot. By now, it was already nighttime and the skeletons were destroying me, so after stupidly exploring during nighttime and nearly dying, it was back to daytime where I found some emerald ore. I mined the emerald ore, but since I only had a stone pickaxe, it didn't drop. Yeah, I found that one out the hard way. I made it my mission to find 3 iron to make a pickaxe and mine some more emeralds, which I did eventually end up doing, but it did take quite a while. The emeralds had 0.5 value, which was quite a bit compared to the rest of the items I had. With all the new mine ingredients I kept getting in my inventory was getting way too full and it was getting on my nerves. So I decided to look for an exit. After like 20 minutes more of running around like a headless chook, I finally got out after a painstakingly slow swim to the exit, granting me 18 XP levels to use, of which I used some to increase the level of the crafting thing, allowing me to use more mine effects when I'm crafting. I used the rest of the XP on other upgrades such as the hunter skill, which is basically looting on animals, and inventory crafting, which is pretty self-explanatory, extra speed and extra XP gains. With that, it's time for... Mine 2 was honestly pretty similar to Mine 1. I was still learning about the mechanics, but I did stumble across a humongous cave. That is one hell of a cave. After grabbing food from the abundance of animals on the surface, I dove straight into the cave. In the cave, I found myself some iron, allowing me to upgrade my tools, which I definitely needed, because the amount of mobs in this cave was ridiculous. Ow! You have a sword, excuse me. Rude. Yeah, you guys can go congregate down there. Shortly after getting my iron tools, I ventured further into the cave and found some diamonds. Diamonds! Diamonds! More diamonds! A lot of things happened in this cave, so instead of talking over it, I'll create a montage of all the highlights. Stop shooting me! I'm rich. I'm actually so rich. How much did... 1 each. You're too vain? You shall die now. Thank you. I want to craft iron armor so I can be more safe. Creepers. Oh man. Okay, we've got more iron. Diamonds. Is lapis valuable as well? 0.03. So it should be 27. 3.6. Never mind. This armor is so much better than having no armor. I'm still gonna die. Crafting deeper pockets. Yes. Yes. Oh, I haven't checked diamond block. Yeah, you're right. So this is... Oh, it's 1 per. What? It doesn't increase it? I can craft a lot of lapis blocks. 72. That doesn't... The shields are just useless. Isn't that lovely? By level 17. We're going to be here a while. Here we are. Right? No? How much? Am I in a mountain or something? Please be the surface. It's fake. Are you kidding me? Be fake. Yes! The light of day. We've made it. We've made it. What Y level? 122. That's... If I was like 10 blocks this way, I would have had a much easier time. Time to get out of here. From that mine, I earned a whopping 115 levels and upgraded my Minecrafter to level 11 before spending the rest of my points on upgrades. Mine 3 looked promising at first, but I quickly realized I had a major problem. I had a severe lack of food, and despite adding pigs, cows, chickens, and sheep into the mine, none of them wanted to spawn, making it impossible to find food. So I ended up just leaving the mine and praying for a better luck next time. Mine 4 was no better. Since it was a cave world, 1, no passive mods were spawning, and 2, I was being bombarded by skeletons. In a moment of desperation, I tried to dig straight up to see if there was a surface, but I was greeted by bedrock, so nope, I immediately left. I have no more sprint, I have no more sprint. Oops. Here is where things got interesting. You see, in this update, every 5th mine contains a special event. This one spawned waves of silverfish, and baby zombies for some reason. And guess who had terrible luck with the past 2 mines and had basically nothing to fight with? Yes, you're right, that's me. So here's a montage of my suffering against these waves of enemies. I have to teleport everywhere every time I want to eat food. Ow, don't stop. God, please tell me you're the last 2. You're not the last 2, there's still 1 more. Great. Hello. You are dead. Are those Vexes? Dude. Hell no. Please don't hit me. You will deal like all of my health. Okay, you're fine. Come here. Bro. Aggro on me. Come here. Dude. Do I have to stack up? Ow. Already dealt with enough of you guys. No, why there more? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. No, wait, I can't eat. I'm gonna teleport off the pillar. How much health do you... Oh, you can hit me? Dude. Completing the mine rewarded a disappointingly small amount of XP for the effort it took to find those goddamn silverfish. But alas, onwards we march to the next mine. You think I would have learnt by now that the cave mines provide almost no food, but yet here I am in yet another cave world with no passive mob spawns or wood for that matter. All I have are these 5 apples to keep me going, and it's definitely not enough. I explored the water caves to see what I could find and ended up just finding a little bit of lapis, some diamonds, and mining out an entire amethyst geode just for a few extra points. Surprisingly, upon leaving, I still earned quite a lot of XP, getting me up to 93 levels, letting me get a few much needed upgrades like a mace and some more food. I finally learned that cave mines have no food, and so instead this one was a floating island world. problem with this world is that it had like no ores because it's in the sky. And that was the main way of getting XP for me at the time, which prompted me to leave it yet again, because I would probably have better luck elsewhere. I did, however, get this tick clip on a horde of zombies.
Oh my god. Wait, watch this.
Whoa. Yeah. Mine 8 was pretty good. Since I got a fishing rod upgrade before this run, I immediately fished out one fish just to see if it was different. It wasn't, but I did get an unlock for the fish out of the water modifier, which grants 5 times XP if I were to use it, which is pretty cool. Here are some highlights from Mine 8.
Ouch, I am low. I really can't sprint. This is horrible. Not the best, but they work. I think 2 stacks of lapis blocks. I think that's a good place to stop. I'm sick of this. Sick of not having any food. This is killing me. This is killing. Let's get out of here.
Upon leaving, I was met with a truly graceful sight.
Oh my god. 300. Oh my god.
With my 313 XP levels, I had some serious upgrading to do. With this mine, I decided to try out a grid world modifier to see what it did. To no one's surprise, it was a grid world and had nothing useful in it either. I ended up just jumping into the void because I couldn't find any exits.
I did it. What happens now? Accept defeat.
But that brings us to mine 10, where I have to defeat the almighty warden. Let's see if I can do it.
What is this? Why is there a wall with villagers standing on top? Where is the warden? Oh, I see. What is this? Just gonna sneak past. Yo, we got music. Happens if I... So how do I activate this guy? Oh, that's how. Are you gonna... Can I attack you? So if I... Stop the music. It's gone back into the ground. That's it. That was the whole thing. Okay.
In this mine, I decided to try the fish out of water modifier, meaning I had to swim everywhere, and if I was on land for too long, I would begin suffocating. Basically, I'm a fish. Using my now upgraded pickaxe with Fortune 3, I was able to grind a ton of lapis and diamonds, giving me...
Egg. Let's see how much XP. Mod awards. 500,000 XP.
It's upgrading time. Here, I decided to try the warden boss fight again, just to see if I had missed anything the first time.
Oh,
but
what the freak?
This happened.
Ah! There we go. Yay. This is... Oh.
In this mine, I got a little greedy and wanted to use every single XP multiplying modifier I had to make my multiplier as high as possible. However, one of these made TNT that periodically spawned on top of me at random intervals. It wasn't too bad and I could avoid it mostly. Keyword mostly. Because this happened.
Why? You kidding me?
Yeah. Mine 14 was nothing too special. All I did was grind out some diamonds, some lapis, and ended up getting myself another 300 XP levels, which was nothing to scoff at. I spent all the levels on a bunch of different upgrades, but I did complete the Sigma grind set challenge. Yep, that is what it's called. This was from upgrading my experience multiplier to max level. Yep, you guessed it, this one was another boss fight, and this time I was fighting the Ender Dragon. Thankfully, I had purchased a bow from all the levels I gained from last mine, so taking out the Ender Dragon was really only a matter of time. It was kind of strange to be fighting the Ender Dragon in a Badlands biome though, but here's the highlights. Mine 16 and 17 were complete nothing burgers. The first one I had a massive skill issue and died to a creeper on the surface, and the second mine wielded very little XP. But this was the point where it all changed. Mine 18. To say this mine was great would be a massive understatement. This mine ended up being so good that it soft-locked me. Yes, that's right, I got completely soft-locked, and you'll see how in just a bit. But let's go over the reason why this mine was so good. You see, I had just unlocked a perk that seemingly increased the spawns of ores, named Ore Seeker. I'm not all that sure that it actually did that, but based on the name Ore Seeker and the amount of ores I could get after purchasing it, I think it's safe to assume that. Basically, this mine had so many diamonds. So many that I decided that I would go for a full inventory of diamonds. Now, you may be thinking, what about diamond blocks? Well, for some reason, the 5x multiplier of the fish out of water modifier doesn't add to the diamond blocks value for some reason. Also, if I were to fill my inventory with diamond blocks, I would have been in this mine a lot longer than I should have. Anyways, I spent an entire 1.5 hours mining diamonds in this singular mine to end up with this beautiful inventory. And now it's time to see how much XP this whole ordeal gave me.
20 million XP.
What?
Oh my god. Okay, let's see how many left. It's gonna like not be that much because of scaling, XP scaling, I swear. Maybe.
Okay, so I want to go back to 1.35.
This is what you get with Keyoink experience. Oh, it's gone. No.
What number?
1271.
Wait, what do you mean it's gone? Did it despawn?
Wait, no, it hasn't been 5 minutes. Right?
Are you sure?
No.
Oh.
They all disappeared at once.
Yeah, exactly. So could it despawn?
I swear,
right?
wait.
Sadly, I could have got even more, but due to how Minecraft's coded, XP orbs despawn after 5 minutes, and the XP took longer than 5 minutes to get absorbed, so my XP despawned. I spent all my points on upgrades, and this is where it all went wrong.
What? You can't...
Wait, how am I supposed to play the game now? Wait, I can't play the game anymore. There's no thingy. Aha, Minecrafter. Yes.
Firstly, all these upgrades made my stream turn into a PowerPoint slideshow, and it was unwatchable. But eating food made me explode. Even just falling and not even taking full damage made me explode.
Okay, apparently falling kills me too.
It seemed anything I would do would make me explode. So at this point, I was ready to just stop. I think one of the upgrades I got must have, made me explode. And I don't know which one, and I can't disable them. So either I restart or just stop. That's going to be the end of this video. If you want to see more, drop a like and a sub, and maybe join me on Twitch at twitch.tv/keyoink for some more fun. See you there. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.